Hey y'all, Natalie here, and I am playing with this Paper House Productions collection today called One Big Happy Family. I love the unique color combination in here, and you can see I'm showing how I was playing with my sprays and my inks and my paints so I could get the right colors down. I wanted to do a mixed media background. I'm going back and doing this photo from 2016. I had two kids, very small, getting used to having the two. I didn't do a ton of scrapping back then. So I'm going back some and doing a little bit of that. So here I've already used clear gesso on this white background, and I've sprayed my orange shimmers, and it is a really bold color. I'm cool with that. I know a lot of people get a little nervous, but also it really softens it up when you add the water. What I'm doing here with the mixed media, I'm adding additional water. So yeah, it was really bold, and it is still bold, but it did soften it up because I diluted it with the water there. And then I also threw in a little bit of the Ken Oliver Color Burst in this orange, and I really love it because the little bits of pigment come out separately, and so you can see the orange, but you also see some pinks, some yellows, and I just really love the look that gives. I need to add a few more to my collection. I have orange and green, but I just love it so much. I'm going to add some more. So now I'm just kind of swirling the page around, and I thought it was going to be like a vertical design, but I ended up using it horizontally. So I've dried it, and now I decided it needs more. So I just spritzed some water through the stencil, and then I'm gonna shake on the color burst again. I just really want that pixelated look, and so when I was spreading it around with water earlier, it smoothed it out more than my intentions. So now I'm just sprinkling it on. And this will blend a little bit, but it will still have the pixelated look. But if you really want a pixelated look, it's super cool to spread some texture paste through a stencil and then sprinkle the color burst on top of that. That's a gorgeous look. I've done that before as well. Now I'm coming in with this Distress Oxide spray, which is fun. It's in this Citron color, which is in this One Big Happy Family collection. And so for a page for my boys, I really like that. I love this collection because it's a unique color palette. It has the citron, the orange, and it has navy blue, but it also has florals, and it has some light blue and some pink, and I really like it. So now I'm using the same citron on a gessoed background paper, and it doesn't have to be perfect because what I'm doing is I'm going to die cut it. So this is a distress spray. So I sprinkled water on top, and you can see how it releases the pigment up a little bit. So it makes this mottled look, which is fun. So I've die cut a ton of leaves out of that paper that I just created. And I'm going to cut the branding strip off of here and start creating my layout. So I'm really happy with how that background turned out. I do end up adding a few more splatters though. But it's fun. It's, I don't know, it has the watercolor look that I like. I'm roughing up the edges there. And then I decided to cut off a strip at the top because I do want to highlight with some navy blue. There's this gorgeous navy blue paper with a floral print. And so I want to use that at the top, and then I also use it to back my photo. So that's what I'm doing here. This is a super fun collection. It can be used for all times of the year, but it'll be really good for spring. And you can find that at the Paper House store. You can use my code PH19Natalie, and I will put that down below, and you get 20% off on your order when you use that. So and then obviously I want to save a lot of that paper. I'm not going to back the entire page with it. So I just ripped it off because I only need that strip at the top. And then when I turned it over to rip it off, I realized that there was a ticket. There it is. It's like, they look like tickets to me, or labels. So I cut that off to use, and I'm going to fussy cut those out because they are the colors that I really want to bring out in the papers in the collection. I'm done with orange. I have enough orange. So yeah. And not sure what's going on now. Sorry, I probably should have edited this part out. But I am going to start building my layout. I was deciding what I wanted to do with my title. And of course, I always pick long titles. The titles of this is going to be Chubby Thighs, Handsome Eyes. And so I thought could use some navy, but I end up using another orange paper from the One Big Happy Family collection, and I die cut them with my Concord and Ninth dies. And I love these little dies because they have an outline and an inside part, and I even try to use the stickers, but they're too big because the title is so long. They were too big, so I decided to use those, and I used the outline for the adjectives and the inside part of the die cut for the nouns. So now I am building my photo center, and so I'm just grabbing different leaves, and I wanted dimension. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of the leaves behind the photo. Some of the leaves are going to go behind the photo backing paper, and some of the leaves are going to go directly onto the page. And so I'm going to pop that up with some foam. So you're going to have basically 3 layers of the leaves that I'm doing here. And don't you just love how those pop off of that orange? I do. And so I just picked, and I tried not to put 2 identical leaves together. Those are some Spelled Binders dies and some Tim Holtz dies for Sizzix that I have used there. And so now I'm also deciding how I want my title. So there, I'm not going to make you watch the whole thing, I promise, but I am gluing down the tiny little outline letters for Chubby and thighs. And now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to put down handsome eyes, but then I decided I want to first do an additional layer and use some of those labels. Just another way to help the title pop off the page and bring that green in as well as that navy into the design. I do like how I decided to use the orange with the title because, sorry, my dog's barking, because it kind of blends into the background, because that's not the main focus. The photo obviously is the main focus. So I add in a few more labels and highlight with some of the sticker sheet from the collection pack. It's super cute. You can use floral for boys as well. And there's some butterflies on there as well. And I'm going to do a little focal point down at the bottom just to kind of, bring your eye down, because I do have some journaling that extends down there. So I just had an extra leaf, I added it, and a few of the stickers from the cardstock sticker sheet as well. And that's about it. I'll link down below with all the things you need to know, where to get these products, my coupon code, my blog, and find me on Instagram at Delightfully Crafty. We got a lot going on in 2020 and I'm super pumped about it. I thank you guys for watching me this year, growing my channel. It's been fun. So can't wait to see what's in store for us. Thank you, y'all. Bye.